waiting to see if any folks come in here. Got any questions? We'll look at some of this action. This is what Bitcoin looks like on the 1 minute. That's always fun to look at. Oh, what a rip. Got overbought quick. Came back down. We've had this line drawn for a minute. Look at it. Blew through it, but test, rejected. Bitcoin likes its levels. That's the name of the game, levels. It's all about levels. Probably pick up some more steam, honestly, closer to 9:30, 10 o'clock tonight. If it's going to go, it's going to go. It's the 1 minute. Well, the 1 hour looks beautiful. So much green everywhere. But ran right up to trend line. Right up to the trend line. We'll go out here to the daily. You'll see where I got that trend line. You can see it didn't hold and broke below it at that point. You just have to try to look for levels that high. But it ran right up there, tried to blow through it, and it's just find resistance there. But there's just tons of sell orders from panickers set at that $34,000 mark. And well, after a year-long bear market, and then they haven't seen that explosive parabolic move yet, people start panicking. I mean, they don't realize that Bitcoin's up 20K from the November 9th lows. Nobody's got that kind of return anywhere else. Nothing else has ran up 20K since November 9th of last year. So I just hopped on because there was price action, and I know people are getting excited. Thought I would be here to answer some questions, look at some charts live if you wanted to see it. That weekly looking good. Testing that trend line, but look at here. That momentum just turned green. Now it needs to follow through price action. We've been stretching it out, but now we need some booms, some pops. We'll see what the monthly looks like. Still holding the historical trend. Monthly candle trying to come up and hitting all this resistance that was once support during the run up to almost about 70K, and then that was it probably. Yep, we're gonna have resistance every $1,000 probably we blow past 35K and we'll get some nice moves to 40. Some bounce. Let's see what the 12 month looking like. Ooh, wait. Look at her. Look at them candles. Fabulous. Fabulous. We have broken that $29,000 bottom. That's good. That's real good. But as you can see, time frame wise, you can't freak out yet. That red candle has to be blown through to get this move. That move. That 3-year move. We're working on, but that each candle, it has a little pop we see that pulls back. Sometimes takes a big dip, throws everybody out, but ultimately it's going to close right there. That's what we want, about halfway of the red candle. Halfway of the red candle. We're a little above halfway. This could be our wick forming. This just could be our wick forming. And then we come back down to right at about 29K. Find support. Would make sense. And then we open up this new candle and we start ripping. That's what we want to see to hold the trend. No, it just every 4 years it's doing the same thing. It's repeating itself. You just gotta have patience and watch. So that's what, this was a hype, excited day. It's like, yeah, we broke 30 and then just kept ripping for a couple grand. But ultimately, I think we're just forming a wick like this. We may even briefly, get up there and this run could last 50K and then turn right back and settle right around 30,000, and that wouldn't be weird. That would be fine as support right there, since we've now broke it. It was resistance, we broke it. So I wouldn't be alarmed, surprised, would actually expect that and be perfectly okay with it for this candle to close out at 50% of the red candle, which is right around that $30,000 area. And then our next candle starting in January start really building some momentum. You can see we can wick down there and really panic everybody. It can wick back down 16, 15. Not me. But that's it. That's it. That's all I wanted to show you. Here we go. But yeah, Dogecoin looking great. Looking great. Little pullback. It ran again. I'll take it all day. All day, every day. Easy 10%. Shib looks like it's lagging, but Dojleon 23.8% on a rip. As of right now, it's on the daily, sitting above the 200-day moving average. I like it. I need it to stay there. That's where we like it. We like price action above the moving average. But it's a shitcoin, so we can't promise you anything. Look at this Bitcoin dominance, though. Look at there, 53.3%. Up 2.5% on the day almost. God. But we had this outlined on multiple streams in the Discord months ago. You love to look for the W's and the M patterns on longer term time scales. This right here was drawn. This was drawn like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks ago. Once we started seeing it, we thought, hey, we got 3 rising valleys maybe, but that long-term W just really kind of falls right into where we want to see it for Bitcoin dominance. Folks be calling me every time crypto pops off. My phone starts ringing like crazy. I'm like, look, man, join the Discord. Like, no, man, I just want to ask you a question real quick. Yeah, okay. That's fine. All right, crypto total market cap. Looks just like Bitcoin. But we did get back above. We've been holding right above that 1 trillion mark for a minute, though. We've been fighting, hang on to it since March. Tested it. You can see them. These have been drawn forever. These levels were drawn on the way down. That's nice. I like seeing that. But now we want to get back above this long-term trend line is what we're looking for next. Goals, levels, looking forward. What do we want to see happen next? What do we not want to see happen next? That's all it is to it. So yeah, all of your faves are pop, locking, and dropping today. And what I like is, so Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and many others on the weekly have already turned to positive momentum with this move today. This is Ethereum. Ethereum's just making this move, kind of getting some resistance at this 200-day moving average. But we almost, not quite, we haven't turned positive momentum yet. So Ethereum may be the laggard to come in here late tonight, possibly over the next day or so, and knock a little bit of that Bitcoin dominance off and have its turn. Because if you look, there's a lot of stuff is ripping. It's kind of all over the place. But we'll start looking for Ethereum to take its turn. Because Bitcoin, when it runs, and you have a handful of other weirdos that follow it. But when Ethereum runs, Bitcoin will kind of want to hold its feet still. And then they'll run together a little bit. But when you see the big steps for Ethereum, it's because Bitcoin's holding steady at a level. And then all these ERC20 tokens are just going to follow suit and rip. Very nice, though. Very nice. Has anybody got any questions in the chat that I might possibly humbly answer with what little knowledge that the world has allowed me to have? Other than that, let's just watch it and enjoy it and have a blast watching this little Ripponacci today. Loving the Doji line, though. Loving it. Doge. Oh, we got to get Doge up above that 200-day. Be great. Old Bitcoin right here. Looking great on every time scale. Love it. Yep, so this is it. This is our pop. This is our stagnant right now. Drill line, you want to see us test again. And the MACD down here looks like it's about to try to go green one more time. Let's give it a few minutes and see what she does. Little lady Bitcoin gonna show us her hoo-ha's today, or button her blouse back up and say, sorry guys. Let's just take a break, have a drink, smoke a cigarette, snort a line, whatever it is you guys do. Let's watch it. Let's just enjoy the price action. I'm fixing to probably go throw Pop Rocks in my neighbor's chameleon cage. Just see what happens.